Hi everyone, it's Kim back with some more unemployment information for you. Today is a great day because we finally received guidance from the Federal Department of Labor about the new legislation and what you need to do to get your benefits. My name is Kimberly and I am a licensed practicing attorney in Kentucky. I'm not currently accepting any clients, but I'm making these videos to help you help yourself with your unemployment claim. I'm going to be putting out a lot of material on each different type of issue so that if you have to appeal an issue, you will have some ammunition for your fight, okay? But today we're going to talk about the number one question that has been on everyone's mind since December 27th, 2020, when President Trump finally signed the bill into law. And probably I've gotten 200 questions a day on what do I need to do? Do I continue to file my claim? Do I reopen my claim? Do I file a new claim? And we didn't know what to do, and the states had not given any guidance because everyone was waiting on the Department of Labor. So I do have a cough today. I apologize, I may be coughing throughout this video. I just absolutely do not have time to edit my videos. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get information to you as soon as I can. So let's move forward. We're going to talk about what each type of claimant needs to do, if anything, to get their additional benefits. Now, if you don't know what program you are receiving benefits under, none of this is going to make any sense to you. So before you watch anything else, press pause, go to your claimant portal, find out what type of unemployment benefits you are receiving, and then come back and watch the video because the instructions are going to be different for different claimants, okay? So there's going to be 8 different groups of claimants. The first group of claimants are those who are still actively applying for PEUC. PEUC is Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation. That is the program that you are placed on after you exhaust your state regular unemployment compensation benefits. Okay, on this program, you used to have what would be equal to 13 weeks of benefits. It was 13 times your weekly benefit amount was the amount you were entitled to receive. The new legislation has increased that to 24 weeks, so they added an additional 11 weeks. As to those claimants, if you are actively filing for your PEUC benefits, you haven't stopped, it says that you do not need to take any action to receive your additional benefits. Simply continue to file your claim each week for the PEUC program. These additional PEUC benefits may only be collected for weeks ending on or after December 27th, 2020. So there's no retroactivity. These 11 weeks cannot be paid prior to December 27th, 2020. For weeks prior to that date. That would be the first payable week. The first payable week starts December 27th, 2020 through January 2nd or 3rd, 2021, depending on how your state does its benefit week. Okay, so you don't need to take any action. You simply continue claiming your benefits. The PEUC program is set to expire March 14th, 2021. That means that your last payable week is going to be the week ending March 13th, 2021. However, if you have additional benefits available, you can participate in the phase-out weeks, which gives you payments through the week ending April 10th, 2021. Okay? So that is the suggested notice that the Department of Labor is telling the states to send you if you are actively filing for your PEUC. So group number 2, these are claimants who are actively filing for extended benefits. Your extended benefits are triggered on or off in your state based on your state's unemployment rate. So not all states have extended benefits. But if you are currently actively receiving extended benefits, these are your instructions. It says no action is needed from you right now. please continue to file your claim each week for the Extended Benefit Program. The Continued Assistance Act increased the maximum amount of benefits available under the PEUC program from 13 times your average weekly benefit amount to 24 times your average weekly benefit amount. If you later exhaust your extended benefits and continue to be unemployed or partially unemployed, you may be eligible to reopen your PEUC claim and collect those additional benefits. So what it's telling you is continue claiming your extended benefits. Once you exhaust those, then you can reopen your claim and try to get PEUC benefits for whatever weeks you have remaining. They remind you that the PEUC program expires on March 14th, 2021. The last payable week is March 13th, 2021. If you resume PEUC and have weeks remaining, you may be eligible to participate in the phase-out period and continue to claim PEUC through the week ending April 10th, 2021. So again, if you're on extended benefits right now, continue to claim them. Once you exhaust them, you can see if you can move back to PEUC for weeks through, effectively for weeks through April 10th, 2021. Okay, the third group of claimants. Those are the people who are actively filing, they're actively filing for PUA, but they previously had a PEUC claim. So this is how that can happen. You're receiving state unemployment compensation, you exhaust those weeks. You then move to PEUC, you exhaust those weeks. You may or may not have been moved to extended benefits, and then you are moved to PUA. Okay, so these are for people who are currently actively receiving PUA benefits, but they previously had a PEUC claim. Okay, I'm going to read this verbatim. You previously exhausted your claim for Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation, PEUC, and are currently filing a claim under the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, PUA program. The Continued Assistance Act increased the maximum amount of benefits available under the PEUC program from 13 times your average weekly benefit amount to 24 times your average weekly benefit amount. You may only collect PUA if you have exhausted any entitlement to PEUC. Because of the additional PEUC benefits available, you are no longer eligible for PUA. If you continue to be unemployed or partially unemployed, you must reopen your existing PEUC claim. So if you are currently receiving PUA, but you have been on the PEUC program, they're going to take you off of the PUA program because you're no longer eligible, because PUA is the last payor. You can only get PUA if nothing else is available. So now that these additional 11 weeks are available under PEUC, they want you to reopen your PEUC claim. Okay, so if you're currently getting PUA, you had a PEUC claim, reopen your claim. All right, then it talks about the continuation of the program through March 13th and the phase-out program through April 10th. Same thing, PEUC and PUA, they both phase out through April 10th, 2021. Okay, group number 4. These are people who are actively filing for PUA, but they have no previous PEUC claim. So who are these people? These are your self-employed people, your gig workers, anybody who does not qualify for state unemployment. Perhaps you didn't have sufficient wages during your base period. All kinds of reasons you may have been denied regular state unemployment and placed on the PUA program. Well, once you're on PUA, you stay on PUA. There are no extensions for PUA. You don't move back and forth. PUA is your one and only program, so it's pretty simple. So if you are still actively filing for PUA, but you did not have a previous PEUC claim, these are your instructions. Okay, they tell you that the maximum amount of benefits available under the PUA program has been increased from 39 weeks to 50 weeks. Any weeks in which you received regular unemployment compensation or extended benefits would be subtracted. But if you had no previous PEUC claim, I don't see how that could apply to you. I don't know why that's in the letter. It says you do not need to take any action to receive this additional benefit. Continue to file your claim each week for the PUA program. These additional PUA benefits may only be collected for the weeks ending on or after December 27th, 2020. I'm sorry. I think I'm getting sick. I'm sorry. No time to edit. Let's move forward. Okay, you do not need to take any action to receive this additional benefit. Continue to file your claim each week for the PUA program. These additional PUA benefits may only be collected for the weeks ending on or after December 27th, 2020. The PUA program expires on March 14th, 2021. This means that the last payable week for PUA is the week ending March 13th, 2021. If you receive a PUA payment for the week ending March 13th, 2021, and have remaining entitlement on your claim, you may be eligible to participate in a phase-out period, and you may continue to collect PUA through the week ending April 10th, 2021. So if you're actively filing for PUA, continue to file. No additional action is needed on your part. Okay, the fifth notice is actually about the FPUC program. So this is the bonus money program that everybody talks about. So your $600 bonus money ran from March 29th, 2020 through July 26th, 2020. And remember, you only had to have $1 in benefits to receive that bonus money. So this is the same thing, just continued. It's just that it has been reduced from $600 to $300. Okay, so for 11 weeks, you're going to get a $300 bonus if you're receiving at least $1 of your underlying benefit. But this is what the notice says. Starting with the week ending January 2nd, 2021, week ending January 2nd, 2021, if you are eligible for at least $1 of your underlying unemployment benefit amount for any week of unemployment, you will also receive a $300 supplemental payment from the Federal Pandemic Unemployment Compensation Program, FPUC. You do not need to take any additional action to receive this supplemental payment. Continue to file your claim each week for the unemployment benefit you are currently receiving. The FPUC program expires on March 14th, 2021. This means that the last payable week for FPUC is the week ending March 13th, 2021. And there is no phase-out period for FPUC. So the $300 bonus ends the week ending March 13th, 2021. And the reason they're saying no additional action is needed is because you have to be receiving $1 of your underlying benefits. So you've already taken action to receive your PUA or your UC or your extended benefits or your PEUC, whatever program you're on, disaster unemployment assistance even. Whatever program you are on, you are actively receiving money under that program, so there's no additional action needed for you to receive the bonus money, is what they're saying here. Okay, the same thing is true for the sixth group of claimants. These are the mixed earners unemployment compensation claimants. This is new. This was created by the legislation that was signed into law December 27th, 2020. And the people who this helps are people who maybe their full-time job was with a regular employer and they received a W-2 from that employer, such as a factory. But on the side, they were self-employed. So maybe they cleaned houses, they sat with the elderly, they delivered for Grubhub or DoorDash, or they worked for Uber or Lyft or anything like that, where you would get a 1099, or you would be running your own business on the side, perhaps selling artwork. There's all kinds of things that this could count toward your self-employment. But there are some rules. So let's talk about this letter. Actually, it says action is needed from the claimant. Okay, we're going to explain that. So if you were previously self-employed, starting with the week ending, now your state gets to insert that week because this is a volunteer program for the states. Not all states have to do this. So they're going to tell you what week they're going to institute this program. You may be eligible for an additional $100 supplemental payment under the Mixed Earners Unemployment Compensation Program. Here's what you need to qualify. To qualify, you must have earned at least $5,000 in self-employment income in the most recent taxable year prior to your application for regular unemployment compensation. So if you apply for regular unemployment compensation in March of 2020, your most recent taxable year is going to be 2019. You need to provide proof that you received at least $5,000 in self-employment income in that year. So provide your tax return, your 1099, something to the state to show that you earned at least $5,000 in 2019. Now, if you don't file for unemployment compensation until 2021, then your most recent taxable year may be 2020 if you have done your taxes. Okay, so you will have to submit documentation substantiating your self-employment income, and the state has to give you directions on how to do that. If you are eligible for the MEUC program and are paid at least $1 of your underlying unemployment benefit amount for any week of unemployment, you will also receive a $100 supplemental MEUC payment. So this is provided in addition to the FPUC. So let's say that you are receiving, you're either on state unemployment compensation or pandemic emergency unemployment compensation or extended benefits, and you are receiving at least $1 under one of those programs per week. So in addition to that $1 or more, you're also going to get your $300 FPUC payment, and you're also going to get this $100 MEUC payment. So your bonus money is going to be $400 a week instead of $300 a week, okay? But you still have to be getting that $1 in underlying benefit. Okay, the MEUC program expires March 14th, 2021, and the last payable week is the week ending March 13th, 2021. There's no phase-out period for MEUC. It ends March 13th, 2021, unless we have additional legislation, okay? Two more groups. So group number 7, these are people who are no longer filing, but they have a previous PEUC claim. So maybe you exhausted your right to all of the benefits that you were entitled to for 2020, or you went back to work, but for whatever reason you're no longer filing, but you have a previous PEUC claim. Okay, they will send you a notice to tell you that you may be eligible for the PEUC program, and that if you were unemployed or partially unemployed after December 27th, 2020, the state is going to give you instructions for reopening your claim. Now, I expect that these would be the same instructions that you would receive on your claimant portal or on your state's website telling you how to reopen your claim. But each state is supposed to give you specific directions, okay? It says the Continued Assistance Act increased the maximum amount of benefits available under PEUC from 13 times your weekly benefit amount to 24 times your average weekly benefit amount. And it is available to claimants who have exhausted their entitlement to regular unemployment compensation. And the same that we saw in the other notices, it tells you the program expires March 14th, last payable week is March 13th, 2021. If you have remaining entitlement, you may be eligible to participate in the phase-out program through the week ending April 10th, 2021. So if you're no longer filing, but you have previously received PEUC, you have to reopen your claim, okay? Our final group, group number 8. You have a previous PUA claim but never received PEUC. So PUA is the only program that you have been on, or you somehow, maybe you were receiving state unemployment compensation, became ineligible for some reason, and they moved you to PUA. But this says as long as you haven't received a previous PEUC claim. Okay, so if you don't know, look at the documentation you've received from the state to see if you have ever received PEUC. There's no way for me to simplify that. You have to know what benefits you have received and what benefits you are on. Okay, but if you are no longer filing, you used to have a PUA claim, and you have never had a PEUC claim, this is your notice. They'll notify you that you may be eligible for additional benefits under PUA, and to follow the specific instructions from your state for reopening your PUA claim. Now, again, your instructions for reopening your claim could be on your claimant portal or on the state website already, but the state has to send you this notice letting you know how to reopen your claim. The language is suggested, but the notice is mandatory, okay? So it advises you that the Continued Assistance Act has increased the maximum amount of benefits available for PUA from 39 weeks to 50 weeks, and is available to individuals who are affected by COVID-19 and are self-employed or otherwise not eligible for regular unemployment compensation. Any weeks in which you received regular UC or extended benefits since January 27, 2020 will be subtracted from this amount. The PUA program expires on March 14, 2021. The last payable week for PUA is the week ending March 13, 2021. If you are eligible to resume filing your claim for PUA and receive a PUA payment for the week ending March 13, 2021, and have remaining entitlement on your claim, you have not exhausted your benefits, you may be eligible to participate in a phase-out period and may continue to collect PUA through the week ending April 10, 2021. And it should actually say, or until your benefits expire, whichever happens first, because just because you have benefits remaining doesn't mean that you get to continue through April 10th, 2021. They're just giving you an extended amount of time to exhaust your personal benefits. So I hope this was helpful to you all. I'm going to go through the rest of the Department of Labor's guidance on this new legislation in another video. I just wanted to do a video specifically addressing the questions I've been getting this last week, with everyone wanting to know, will I mess up my claim if I reopen it? Should I wait and see wait and see what happens? Will I automatically be transferred? So this answers those questions. So just as a recap, if you're actively filing for PEUC, actively filing for extended benefits, you don't need to do anything. You're automatically going to be continued in that program. You just keep claiming your benefits every week. You don't need to do anything else. If you were actively filing for PUA, but you had a previous PEUC claim, you're no longer eligible for PUA, so you're going to have to reopen your PEUC claim. Go to your claimant portal, and there should be a button for reopen your claim or open a new claim. That's what you need to do. If you were actively filing for PUA but did not have a PEUC claim, no action is needed. If you've always just been on PUA, just keep claiming your benefits and you will automatically be transferred. The FPUC payment is automatic. The $300 bonus is automatic. The MEUC, which is the $100 bonus for mixed wage earners, that's automatic. You don't need to do anything for that. If you're no longer filing but you had a previous PEUC claim, you need to reopen your claim. If you're no longer filing but you have a previous PUA claim, you need to reopen your claim. Okay? So I hope that answers your all's questions. If you have other questions, post a comment below. I try my best to go back and answer everyone's questions. if you're confused, don't get aggravated. Just ask me a question. I'm going to help you figure it out. I will hang in there with you. If you're wanting to learn, you're wanting to help yourself, I will help you help yourself, okay? So ask your question. I will give you an answer. If you want to see when other videos are popping up, like I said, I'm going to be doing specific videos for each type of issue to help you fight for your benefits. If you want to know when those are posted, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you should get a notification letting you know when additional videos come through. Now, for some reason, the notification bell doesn't always work, so you can always go to any of my videos, click on my picture under the channel name where it says Unemployment Cage. By the way, CAGE stands for Claimants, Attorneys, Government Workers, and Employers, because I try to put content for everybody. But click on that picture, and then at the top it will have some tabs. The second tab says Videos. If you click Video, it will show you the most recent video, and it will show you a list of all the other videos that I've done, okay? So that's how you can find information to help you fight for your unemployment benefits. And if you know anyone who needs this information, please share it. I appreciate you all watching. I hope this was helpful. I apologize again for coughing through it. I simply don't have time to edit my videos right now. I just have too much to do. Honestly, I work probably 80 hours a week. So I try to do these videos for you all to help you out. But, you know, my life is not doing YouTube videos. My life is legal work. So I apologize that this is not the same quality that you see a lot of other YouTubers do. I would really like to find time to learn how to edit like that and have all the bells and whistles, but I just don't right now. You know, I'm actually like filing stuff for people. So anyway, but I appreciate you all watching. I hope it's helpful, and I'm happy to help you if you are still confused. Just leave me a message below. All right? Thank you, and Happy New Year. All right? Have a good time. Be safe. All right? Bye.